Let's take a look at an iPhone app called Randomly. This app can also be used on your iPad and is used to create random groups or to randomize your calling on students. It's a free app and really simple to use, so let's take a look. I'm going to launch the Randomly app, and you'll notice it takes me to a My Classes page. I've already set up an example class, but let's show you how you'd set one up. You click the plus button at the top left corner, give your class a name, and create. Once your class is created, you can add your students. Now, sadly, this does have to be done manually, but in the end, it makes a really simple app to use. The problem is typing them all in. I know for secondary teachers, that can be a little time consuming. All right, so we continue to add our students, and once we're done, we're ready to go. So I'm going to go back to my classes page. Let's look at how we randomize calling on students. So I'm going into my example class, and I'm going to click randomize right there in the middle of the screen. And I have two options. I can call on anyone that hasn't been called on, or I can call on anyone. Sometimes students know you're not calling on them until you've gotten through everyone, so they tune out. So sometimes it's nice to throw in an anyone button. But let's go ahead and click uncalled. You'll notice it's just naming students for me. Easy way to randomize calling on students and make sure you're equitable. As you go through, you'll notice up at the top, there's a small blue bar that's going across. Right now I'm halfway through. Okay, I can start using the anyone button, and if I use anyone and it's someone that's already been called on, you'll notice that blue line is not moving. But as soon as it hits someone that I haven't called on, it will move over. And you can just keep going, selecting either that you want until you get to the end, and then it just starts over for you. And it has that little symbol in the upper right corner to show you you're starting over. And that's pretty much it for randomizing. If we go back to our classes, you'll notice at the bottom there's a button called Create Groups. So if we do that, you'll notice you have two options. You can say how many groups you want in your class or how many students you want in each group. So the first one, I'll pick my example class. It says, how many groups would you like to create? I'm going to say 5 groups. And there you go, I have 5 groups right in front of me. I can also create groups by students per group. So if I select this one, it's going to ask me a different question. How many students do I want in each group? Let's say I want groups of 3, create, and there you go, I have groups of 3. Now you'll notice little Quincy at the bottom was left alone. Obviously you just move Quincy and make a group of 4, but it's a really simple, easy way to create groups randomly and quickly. So give it a try.